Alright, so, this is another Patreon request, and this one comes from Lamonta Benson, who asked me to do a Batman versus Agent 47 story. As always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you guys can start sending requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, let's get started. So, this story begins with Bruce Wayne at a social event, typical, Bruce Wayne keeping up appearances. He's just mingling with the socialites, and it's pretty normal. It's just a charity event. It's a charity ball. But Bruce is like in his. If this was a comic, it'd have the monologue of like they always say it's a charity event and how it'll raise money. But I really doubt that there's any like barely 10% of this money is actually going to go to charity. It's gonna pass through some hands. It's gonna be missed, and some of it's gonna turn into dark money. There's no doubt in my mind that like while I go to these charity events and while I put my own money into it, I always have that I always want to believe and lie to myself that it'll be going to a good purpose. But this is Gotham, and there are no good purposes. Like there's no so. The head of the charity event was supposed to give a speech, but he's not, he's missing. And Bruce is already like, all right, that's not a good sign. So the security staff of this person go to find the missing spokesman and the head of this charity, and he's dead. Like he is full ass dead. Bruce Wayne like disappears and comes back as Batman. And like this is in the daytime because like the funny joke would be like why it's in the daytime because like Gotham got so tired of their charity events being attacked at night by like Penguin or the Joker or something. It's like why don't we just do this in the morning? Like why don't we just do this in like daylight? And Batman comes in and immediately like starts checking over the crime scene, and yeah, it's clear that the guy like died from a neck break. Like his neck was snapped, although it was made to look like he had a heart attack. But he checks and it's like it was broken in his neck was snapped in such a way that that even the best autopsy, the best of autopsies might have missed this. In fact, even Bruce almost misses this because he's just like, yeah, had I not noticed one little detail, yeah, I would have missed this too. Like I would have genuinely missed this this part of the I would have ruled it as a heart attack too, but it's too clean. It, like how like the one little thing just pointed in the direction of, oh yeah, someone fucking killed this guy. Like this is a straight up murder scene. So they get Jim Gordon here. Batman calls Oracle and is like, Oracle, I need you to look over the security tapes of this building, see if you can find anything. And Batman even goes on the Bat computer and gets a call from Barbara later, and she's like, Bruce, I don't know what to tell you. I found nothing. Like this, like whoever did this was a professional, and this guy, like whoever did this, like whoever killed the guy, knew about knows like his ins and outs, because like there is no trace. Like you found, like even Batman combed over the entire room to find any evidence, and he found none. And Barbara's like looking through all the security footage, and she's like the only person that like came into the room was the owner, was the head of the charity ball, and one of his makeup guys. And he's like, makeup guys, can you show me? And it's like dead, like it's almost dead on of how much they look alike. But Batman notices a few, like he looks at a picture of the guy and the person who went in with the guy with the murder victim, and he immediately like puts together that's not the same person. Whoever did this is like like straight up professional. Like this is a person who has my level of training. Like he's that good. Like aside from a few other things, we're talking like, and Barbara's like, who do you think did this? Deathstroke, Deadshot. Who could have that kind of level of skill? And Batman's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. And sure enough, Batman, like Alfred then gets Alfred then says like, Master Bruce, you've got to call, have a pair of officers outside upstairs, and they're waiting. There's an officer outside waiting to get your statements from the murder case. You left too early, and they want to know what happened when you left. And he's like, that's odd. Sure, okay. So Batman goes up there. He changes out of his Batman costume. Bruce goes up there, and he meets with the cop, and he's already like, this guy is... I know everyone, and I'd make it my business to know everyone in Gotham PD. He ain't one of them. And the officer pulls his gun, tries to fire at Bruce point blank. Bruce gets out of the way. It does, he moves, but the bullet does hit his shoulder, and the assassin goes in to try to attack him, and Bruce immediately tries to fight him off, and he's like, this guy, I can't, he's gonna kill me, I can't hide my, I have to fight back, and he might he might figure it out, but I don't care, this is a life or death situation. And Batman and the rogue cop get into a fight. Eventually Alfred shows up with a rifle, and he's just like, that's enough of that, and fires, hits the guy in the side, and he takes off. And Batman and Bruce tries to follow him. Nothing. Turns up nothing. Even the blood trail went cold. And Batman goes to take some of the blood sample. And during the fight, he knocked the guy's hat off and discovered that whoever this was, whoever this is, had a barcode at the back of their head. And he took he had his security cameras get a close image of the best they could of this barcode, and he discovers that there is this organization that has hitmen, and their best known one is Agent 40, only known as Agent 47. He's basically a ghost. No one knows who he is. No one knows what he's capable of. But what is known is that he's only hired out to the highest bidder. And Alfred makes this remark of, how is it that we keep running into new assassins that always go for the highest bidder, but we only just now know about them until later? And Batman and Bruce is just like, it happens out. There are tons of secret organizations that come and go, Alfred. You can't, we can't keep track of all of them. So yeah, Batman now has heard about this organization. He's heard about the legendary Agent 47, but he's never had. He never really had a thing where it was is this guy real? Is this guy not? He's almost like the Bigfoot of us. He's treated like the Bigfoot of assassins, really. That's how the Bigfoot of hitmen. That's how Agent 47 is seen. But yeah. So now Bruce knows who he's fighting. Someone who's damn good, and someone who knows how to cover their tracks. And if they're still in Gotham, that means they're still operating to get Bruce Wayne. So Batman has to draw him out. So what he does is have Nightwing pretend to be Bruce Wayne at another event, more or less to pay for the charity and also for the poor man who died. Again, the money's going to be pocketed. And Batman will try to lure him out and then grab him. But the thing of it is that the guy, the bait, the hitman, Agent 47 never takes the bait. Throughout the entire time of the gala, when Dick is pretending to be Bruce, nothing happens. And Batman's waiting at the exact spot where he's gonna jump out and grab him. And that's when he sees a little red dot on his chest, and he's like, oh fuck! And it's fired, and Batman's like, he knows who I am. Oh fuck. Agent 47 during their scuffle earlier is yeah, he figured out that Bruce Wayne was Batman just from the fighting technique alone. So he's like, he changed his target to Batman? No, Oracle. He's still after Bruce Wayne. So now he's like, now I have to take him out. So Batman chases Agent 47 through the city, they're fighting each other through buildings. There's, Agent 47's firing bullets at him. Batman's doing everything in his power to fight off 47, until eventually the two of them crash through a warehouse, and it's the old Ace Chemical plant, and he's like, of course I landed here. So the two continue to fight. 47 doesn't really talk much. So Batman's like, I've heard all about you. I've heard only myths and rumors about you, and I just want you to know you're not escaping. And if 47's just like, we'll see. So they fight, and the two of them just full out drag out, get into a fight. Like 47's pulling out like a knife. He's got like he pulls out a switchblade to stab Batman. Batman's like doing everything. Like, I have to hurt him. I have to break every bone in his body. And they just fuck each other up until 47 lunges at him, and Batman jumps out of the way. He almost 47's about to land in one of the Ace chemicals, and that's when he grabs onto the scaffolding, pulls himself up, and roundhouse kicks Bruce across the jaw, knocking him down. But that's when Agent 47's like, I don't care about your identity. You're my target, Mr. Wayne. And he goes like, to be fair, I'm not going to tell anyone either. And he hears another voice go, well, that's good news. And that's when 47, Batman says, there's one crucial error you made. You forgot I don't have, I don't work alone. And that's when Batgirl, Cassandra Cain, and Damian, and Nightwing, and the Robins are all there, and they all just the entire Bat family just houses Agent 47. He's doing his best to fight them all, but he's getting his ass handed to them at this. He's already fucked up from his brutal fight with Batman, and he's already exhausted. So that's when he's like, I gotta go. He tells his operator, I gotta go. So they can't tell him the contract's canceled. Takes out an escape smoke bomb, throws it down, and takes off. And all of Gotham, they scour Gotham, but they can't find him. But now they know that now Agent 47 knows, don't fuck with Batman and his family. So who was the person who put the price on Bruce Wayne? It's fucking Waller. Of course it was. Waller was the one, because she the other guy. It was kind of a necessary loss to draw Batman out. But yeah, now she's like, well, we can't use that anymore, but we'll get him next time. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much Batman versus Agent 47. You guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it. Once again, I'd like to thank Lamonta Benson for this Patreon request. And you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, if you'd like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, hit the 3rd tier, and go from there. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.